Good afternoon. Thank you for coming today. Today we issued charges against 4 Milwaukee police officers alleging they engaged in illegal searches of individuals detained or in police custody. The investigation was initiated by the Milwaukee Police Department's Internal Affairs Division and has been the subject of an extensive investigation by the Milwaukee Police Department, by my office, and the FBI since March of this year. We decided early in the investigation that it was important to ask the community to come forward with any allegations of mistreatment. The investigation has relied on the work of investigators, cooperation from citizens, and cooperation from police officers who provided critical corroboration of details provided by the citizen witnesses. We made every effort to respectfully address the concerns raised by the citizens, regardless of their past history, and we made every effort to allow police officers to come forward with information to allow us to fairly determine who, if anyone, was engaged in the misconduct and to hold those responsible accountable. During the investigation, it became clear that the mistreatment focused on the actions of select officers from District Number 5, and particularly on the actions of Officer Michael Vagnini. Included in the complaint are 25 separate counts alleging violations of Wisconsin's strip search law, misconduct in public office, and sexual assault. The law has long recognized the need for officers to make reasonable and limited intrusions to a person's bodily privacy while conducting criminal investigations. The more intrusive the search and the closer the search focuses on the intimate areas of the body, the greater the scrutiny and the greater the need to justify and procedurally restrain the search. Wisconsin strip search law is designed to protect both the suspect and the police officers conducting the search by clearly setting forth the rules that regulate such searches. The facts alleged in this complaint are serious breaches of that process. Violations of the law are offensive by their very nature and undermine the integrity of police procedures and the trust of the community. As with the investigation, we will continue to work closely with the Internal Affairs Divisions, with our federal partners, to see that those responsible are held to account. And as always, the allegations in the criminal complaint are that there is a presumption of innocence until the case is closed. With that, I'm going to turn it over to Chief Ed Flynn.
You've heard the district attorney make public some very serious charges against 4 Milwaukee police officers. Quite frankly, I'm disgusted by the willful actions of some of the officers in our police department, and I'm appalled by the willful inaction of some other officers in our police department in failing to stop egregious conduct. It's a disappointing day for me. It's a disappointing day for the members of the Milwaukee Police Department, and it's a disappointing day for the city that we are all sworn to protect. The Milwaukee Police Department initiated this investigation. It was the Milwaukee Police Department that worked diligently and conscientiously and aggressively to get to the bottom of this case. During the past months, it was the Milwaukee Police Department that requested that the district attorney invoke the John Doe process, and he has done so and performed a remarkable job. It was our Internal Affairs Division that first detected a disturbing pattern of complaints. These complaints were initiated by individuals who had been arrested by a very small group of officers. This sounded the alarm, and it was ultimately our own police officers who provided testimony that validated these complaints and exposed some of the most egregious conduct. Now, I've said, and our code of conduct states, that we will treat error differently than willful misconduct. There is a distinction. In the last few weeks, we've talked about errors in judgment, and we have talked about ways the police department can improve. But today we're focusing on willful misconduct. Willful misconduct so egregious that the only appropriate response is criminal charges. Crime cannot be fought with criminality. Those who enforce the criminal law must obey the criminal law while enforcing it. The legitimacy of our entire system of justice depends upon that fact. Now, the Milwaukee Code of Conduct for its police department derives from our core values of courage, competence, integrity, leadership, respect, and restraint. These values guide our interactions with the community, and if we violate these values, we have violated the public trust and our own oath of honor. The conduct alleged today is by any definition disgraceful, and it's brought disgrace to the Milwaukee Police Department, and a hard-earned reputation has been tarnished. Through this difficult time, I ask our members to continue to focus on our core mission of creating neighborhoods capable of sustaining civic life. Through the hard, heroic, and unselfish work of our officers working with their communities, we have reduced crime and disorder in our most vulnerable neighborhoods. We must not falter in our continued commitment to the safety of all of our residents. The men and women of this organization have taken and will continue to take risk on behalf of the public good, and every day work to protect this community. Our mission has not changed. The criminal actions of a few does not negate the honorable work of the majority. Our officers continue to serve this city with distinction. To the community, I ask for your continued engagement with your police department and your continued trust. The police and the community need each other. Effective policing depends upon public trust, and public trust depends upon ethical policing. We pledge to continue to strengthen and to continue to work to earn your trust. Lives depend upon it.